What if I told you that 2,000 years ago, some of the world's greatest philosophers were ahead of their time when it came to equality between men and women? It might sound surprising, but the ancient Stoics had some surprisingly progressive views on women, and no, it's not just about keeping emotions in check. Today, we're diving into how Stoic philosophy shaped the way men and women were treated in ancient Greece and Rome, plus how it's still relevant to us today. Welcome back to the channel. If you're into philosophy and want to learn how ancient wisdom can still impact your life today, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for more deep dives into the minds that shaped our world. At the heart of Stoicism is the idea that all human beings, regardless of their background, gender, or status, share the same capacity for reason and virtue. Think of it as a universal philosophy of equality. Stoic philosophers like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius taught that what truly matters is not our external circumstances, but how we respond to them. And that means, according to Stoics, men and women are equally capable of achieving wisdom, self-control, and moral excellence. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor, often wrote in his personal journal that all humans are part of the same rational community. This isn't just a metaphor, it was a core belief. Whether male or female, all human beings could strive for virtue and live by the same moral standards. Now, you might be thinking, okay, that sounds nice, but how did Stoics actually treat women? Well, despite the patriarchal societies they lived in, Stoic philosophers were surprisingly progressive. They didn't treat women as inferior to men when it came to the pursuit of virtue. Seneca, one of Rome's most famous Stoic philosophers, was very clear about this. He believed that women, just like men, could achieve Stoic wisdom, self-control, and virtue. In fact, he even wrote that the soul is not gendered. It's not the body that matters, but the mind and the moral choices we make. Seneca argued that the idea of gender superiority was a social construct, something to be overlooked in the Stoic pursuit of rational thought and virtue. And guess what? This wasn't just theory. Stoic thinkers also promoted the education of women. The philosopher Musonius Rufus, a teacher of Epictetus, argued that women should receive the same education as men. After all, Stoicism isn't about external roles or status. It's about internal moral development. What about relationships and marriage? Well, the Stoics didn't see marriage as just a romantic or emotional contract. For them, it was a partnership aimed at shared virtue, and that's where women had a really important role to play. Seneca, for instance, believed that a good marriage is built on mutual respect and a partnership in the pursuit of virtue. It's about supporting each other's growth emotionally, intellectually, and morally. Think about this. When Marcus Aurelius reflected on his marriage to Faustina, he didn't focus just on emotional attachment. He considered their relationship as part of a larger moral responsibility. Stoic marriage wasn't about personal happiness alone. It was about building a life of virtue together. But it wasn't just the philosophers who followed Stoicism. Real-life women took this wisdom to heart too. One of the most famous was Hypatia of Alexandria, a philosopher and mathematician who lived in the 4th century. Hypatia was respected for her intellectual brilliance and her deep philosophical knowledge, much of which aligned with Stoic thought. Hypatia wasn't just a figurehead in the study of philosophy. She practiced Stoic principles in a time when women had few public roles. She's often seen as a beacon for intellectual equality, using Stoic ideas to lead and teach others. Another example, Portia Cato, the daughter of Cato the Younger. She was an admired model of Stoic composure. In the face of personal tragedy, she demonstrated immense emotional strength, showing that Stoicism wasn't just for men, it was for anyone who sought to live a virtuous life. So, what does all this mean for us today? Well, the Stoic views on women can be a powerful reminder that virtue is not a gendered concept. Whether you're a man or a woman, the Stoic principles of self-control, rationality, and virtue can guide you toward a more fulfilled, balanced life. And modern Stoicism is more inclusive than ever. Think about how Stoic ideas can help break down barriers in the workplace, in relationships, and in personal development. The Stoics believed that all humans are part of the same rational community, and that means women and men are equally capable of achieving wisdom and living a virtuous life. So, the next time you think about Stoicism, remember, it's not just about controlling your emotions or becoming a Stoic in the traditional sense. It's about equality, virtue, and self-improvement for everyone, no matter your gender. Whether you're working on your inner calm or supporting others, the Stoic principles of respect, dignity, and rationality are timeless. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about how ancient philosophies can still guide us today, hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. And share this with a friend who could use a little Stoic wisdom in their life. Stay wise, stay calm, and remember, in Stoicism, everyone has the potential to be virtuous, men and women alike.